Have y'all seen Tyler Perry's new movie called Straw with Taraji P. Henson, Teyana Taylor, and Sherri Shepherd? Listen. There are some movies that I can only watch like once or twice and never watch them ever again. And that includes this movie, Straw, Fruitvale Station, When They See Us, and Magazine Dreams. I can't do it. Can't do it. Fruitvale Station, I think, was when I really noticed Michael B. Jordan, and he started to become like one of my favorite actors. I cried like a baby in that movie theater watching Fruitvale Station. That's also when I started to appreciate Ryan Coogler. But Tyler Perry, Straw, Taraji P. Henson. This movie was a lot, okay? It was a lot. And I also don't want to spoil it for people who didn't watch it or haven't seen it yet. But this movie was extremely triggering. It needs to have a big trigger warning on it when this movie opens up because it was traumatic, bro. I ain't even gonna flex. But basically, it's about Taraji P. Henson's character. She's a single mother trying to figure out life, and she gets hit with a series of unfortunate events that causes her to snap, and she inadvertently robs a bank. How do you accidentally rob a bank? It happens. But yo, that movie was a lot. I shed a thug tear. Okay, I shed a thug tear. Tyler added a lot of sauce to this movie. Okay, he laid it on thick and heavy. But black women do be going through this stuff, like, for real. Teyana Taylor's character, for example, the detective, who was most likely the most equipped to actually handle the scenario, was constantly overlooked, pushed to the side. No, let somebody else do it. And she's telling you, like, yo, I got experience. Let me handle this. I can connect with this. I see exactly what's going on. Black women, we deal with that in the workplace. Like, we may actually be the best person for the job, but we're constantly overlooked, or we just got to work extra hard to prove ourselves. And sometimes, even when we do prove ourselves, it still goes to somebody else. Sherri Shepherd's character, the woman who's perceived to have it all together, husband, children, chooses to work in a minority-filled area in an attempt to kind of help community through means of capitalism. You know, we've seen her character before. And finally, you know, Taraji's character, single mother just really trying to figure all this out. I don't have kids, but I would probably go to extreme measures to take care of mine. I don't play by my dog, so I know if I had kids, I would go to 10 for them, okay? So I understand. Her character also shined a light on how people really don't know how to get help when they're going through mental health things. You know, she didn't have a tribe there to kind of help her through what she was going through. I've watched 3 movies this year about people who don't feel seen. Magazine Dreams, Thunderbolts, and now this movie called Straw. So man, if you are going through something, there's help out there. And sometimes the help isn't easy. Sometimes getting your mental health together is a process. It's a challenge. It's not easy. The same way when you're working on your physical health, it's tough. You got to keep working on it every single day. But there is help out there. And I know people going to say, yo, we are so tired of Tyler Perry making the same movie over and over and over again. It's just black women trauma. But something stuck out. Somebody said this either on Twitter or Instagram or somewhere. And they're like, yo, Lifetime has a whole network like designated to other people's trauma. They're going through a bunch of crazy stuff on them Lifetime movies and TV shows, and you don't really see their community like, oh, we need to cut Lifetime off. It's so damaging, blah, 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 blah. Hey, them people found a niche over there, and they've been on TV for 20 years making the same content. Not bothering nobody. You don't have to watch it if you don't want to see it. And it's the same with Tyler Perry. You ain't got to watch his stuff if you don't want to see it. And listen, I used to be a heavy critic of Tyler Perry, but I don't criticize Tyler no more. Nope, I don't do it. Because I have come to realize that Tyler Perry has a niche that he thrives and succeeds in. Who am I to tell him he should stop making the content that's made him a billionaire, that's made him enough money where he can build his own studio, and that studio is now used by some of the biggest studios in the world, Disney, Marvel, and he's also giving other people jobs. And we hear so much about these actors saying Tyler Perry's the only person in Hollywood who's paid me my worth. So I done kind of cooled off on criticizing Tyler, man. Y'all let Tyler live. If y'all don't want to watch his stuff, don't watch it. But yo, this movie Straw, how did y'all feel about it? Leave your comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me. Peace.